Interghost is at the kaboom. He's picking up games to show to you. He really likes to play on his Wii U. And if you think you've got a high score, well, that's what Retro Records is for. His XCOM team aren't living anymore. Him and all the dudes are singing out of tune. It's your friendly YouTube host, interghost.
Hi there, interghost here, and I'm at Revival with
Shock16
and
Dancentral,
and we're all sharing the room. This is our room here, lovely room. We've been here for the whole weekend. This is now Sunday evening, and it is, what was it, 10:25 in the evening. We've just been doing a shitload of recording. So
we have.
what we're basically going to do, I haven't got any footage of the actual events, but these guys have.
I've got a little bit.
Yeah.
I've got quite a bit.
And I'm sure there's lots of people who've put it on YouTube anyway, and it was basically the same as last year. So if you saw last year's, so I'm just gonna do a pickups video with these guys while we're together, and a little bit of what we thought about it and that sort of thing. So if we just show what we've got first,
I'll
just. What I've
There's
got.
not much, so you're not going to be sat here long.
No.
Yeah.
This is just a short video.
It's all good. It's all good.
I did a trade with Emo Joe 1990. I gave him a Super Nintendo thing, but you probably see that in his video if you want to go over and check that out. And he gave me a Game & Watch Zelda, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's quite smart, man.
I do like them actually.
Never owned one.
No, I haven't.
Can you see that?
Some really good nick in it.
Yeah, it's
you can
nice.
see it, but yeah, see it moving.
So always wanted one of these. Never wanted to pay the price they go for, because they're 40 to 60 quid each.
Yeah, not cheap.
So but I'm happy to have that.
Sweet.
Another Zelda thing.
Hey.
Got the hat.
Zelda.
Zelda.
Oh yes.
It's the Triforce.
Hey, check it off. I'm the one with that in this.
You've just been double hatted. Yeah, double hatted.
So I just needed a hat for my holiday, so got a hat. What was that? How much was it?
16.
16 quid, quite expensive, but it's a nice one. Again, Emo Joe 99 gave me some random books, manuals. I'm sure he won't mind, but I gave a couple to Dan because he's got the games without the manual, so he's got two of them.
I do appreciate
Show what ones you got.
Yeah. I do appreciate this, by the way.
It's just better that he has them because I haven't got the games.
It's basically, the manual of Sonic 2 on the Game Gear and Sonic Chaos again on the Game Gear. And again, for those of you guys that watch my channel, you know how much of a fan I am, so to
You
have
don't like
these...
Sonic, do you?
No,
Sonic what?
I know nothing about it.
About Sonic.
If you watched Retro Mastermind list recently, me and Shock, I knew nothing. I just really dismally.
I thought it was a Mario.
It was abysmal.
Didn't buy many games because unfortunately at these events, not just this one but all the events, they massively overprice the games. You have to haggle them down. Even when you do haggle them down, it's still probably a bit more than what you're going to get at
That
eBay.
was the only thing I found. Yeah.
But you sort of have to pick up something. This is a free game. Some guy was giving away some free stuff.
It was like a table, weren't it? And it was just a sign
It's
saying
Retro
these are
Select,
free.
wasn't it?
And it said no purchase necessary.
Yeah, just help yourself. So
Wicked. Yeah.
I picked up Super Nintendo game Player Manager. Not a great game, but it was free. So
You know what I mean? You can't go wrong for free.
for free.
Do you know what I mean?
Not at all.
This is another free thing actually. You got like a goodie bag when you went in, and it had a music CD in for Commodore 64 music. Dan got one as well for something else.
I did get one that's got loads of 80s kind of sounds on it, and there was like one we was listening to actually on the way up here, and it kind of took samples from Michael Jackson's Billie Jean, but also had elements of like Ghouls and Ghosts and stuff as well, and it was like proper old retro style sounds.
Basically, it's kind of 80s songs mixed with video game music, isn't it?
Which worked, and we were proper like...
Before they go to crap because it's obviously a free CD, but...
It's just in my car, so unfortunately guys, I can't show it at the minute, but it's in another video if you do happen to see any footage from my channel.
Picked up a few cheap Game Boy games just to add to the collections. This one was £2, and it's... what's that say? Raging Fighter?
Raging Fight.
The classic Raging Fighter.
That classic.
Classic game that we all know and love.
And these were £3 each, but I got them both for £5. Mickey Mouse.
Love a lot of Disney.
And Alfred the Chicken. Is it Alfred the Chicken?
Alfred
Chicken.
Chicken.
Which I've got on the Super Nintendo maybe, I think. I've got it on something else anyway. So that was the only games I picked up because they were a bit overpriced and I didn't want to waste all my money. Yeah. But I did waste all my money in the club.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Good night. Good night.
can you show what you got?
Yeah, I'll show.
Yeah.
I picked up a couple of games, 2 games there. Basically, like Ghost was saying, the price is a bit stupid. So yeah, I picked up this one first yesterday, and that is the Horde on Sega Saturn. As you can see, £20, and it is complete because it says so on the sticker.
Yeah. He was like, "Is this complete?" And she was like, "Yeah, it says it on the front."
Is this your first Sega Saturn game then? You got?
The first one of your entire collection.
Yeah, this is the first one for the full collection.
You've never owned a Saturn game ever before.
But basically, it's just one that I need for the full collection. I've no idea. It's a kind of strategy game or something like that. I know a little bit about it, but I don't know enough to go into details and tell you everything about
It's
it.
about the right price, don't you?
But I think it's around about that price.
Cool.
I know somebody's going to correct me and say, I got it for £1, but well, good on you, you got it for £1. And then the second thing I picked up for a few quid, it says £5 on there, knocked them down to what, 4, weren't it?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't about it, didn't he? And he was like, go on then.
I don't know how much it's worth, but it's for the Dreamcast and it's ready to rumble boxing. One that I've been after for a while now, one that I want to feature in the Friday Night Fighter series in the future. So, yeah, why not? Give it a blast.
Cheap enough.
Cheap enough.
And that was it. That's all my pickups.
This is going to take a while, by the way.
This is going to take a long time.
Oh yeah, Dan's got so much stuff.
My whole one game, which is actually going to make me sound really stingy because it was free. Don't get me wrong, I was in a position where I wanted to buy some stuff, but nothing jumped out at me. And I did see a load of Philips CDI
Yeah,
games.
you was looking at CDI games, weren't you, earlier?
But the only one that jumped out was a game called Chaos Control, but apparently it works better with a gun, which you can get, and I don't have it, so I didn't really want to spend like £10 and then not have a full or not have the full experience.
Well, not be able to play
Not be able to experience it properly with the gun.
Imagine playing a shooting game on the CDI with the controller.
Yeah, it's a bit like when you play House of the Dead 2. House of the Dead 2 on the Dreamcast about the gun, you just got the controller shooting zombies.
Yeah.
It's a bit not quite like it should be. So yeah, off the same stall as
Retro Collect
the
stall.
No Purchase Necessary, free games. I actually noticed that there was Loco Roco,
Which I told Dan was
I've
quite
never
good.
played, yeah.
Because I think I had the demo for it when I had a PSP. And my kids really liked it. It's got really funky music in it. It's like a puzzle game.
And it's complete with disc and manual. So, go on.
It's complete, does it say on sticker?
No, I had to guess because it didn't say it. Sorry, I was listening.
That's it.
Oh,
So
cool.
that's all the pickups.
Yeah.
So what do you think about it? Revival this
Revival
year.
itself, pretty much the same as last year.
They had a lot more pinball machines in there this year.
Yeah,
but there was still a few issues with some of the arcade machines not working or not being switched on.
Killer Instinct had a lot of teething issues of what we could see, but then when we eventually went in there on the second day, towards the end, they actually got it working.
Yeah, they had it like earlier today. Sort of.
Yeah, that's it.
It was actually running, weren't it?
I think that's the problem with old arcades, though, aren't they? They're slowly breaking down.
But I didn't really see much of it in addition.
No.
Like,
if you went last year, you wouldn't have had anything extra really to look at this year.
As a new person who's never been, you've never been to Revival, have you?
No, I was going to say because obviously
So
I
what
never
was
went.
it like for you, basically?
I sort of walked in and I was just like, whoa, and I thought it was only like one kind of big section, and then like following these guys, obviously they've been here before, and followed them into another room, and it was like, whoa, it goes on for miles.
It was a little bit like a kid in the sweet shop.
was.
There, so
Because when I first walked in, wasn't I? I was like, look, they've got this and this and this
and
and
they've
this.
got a CDI. It's got burn cycle on it over here.
Burnside. I was trying to show Shocks how it worked, but the controller they had, just unfortunately, didn't quite work properly, and the cursor would move. It was like really, really small, so you'd move the character around a Burnside and they just shoot you. But yeah, no, I thought it was really impressive. There's a lot of pinball machines there, which was cool. I just thought, again, I agree with you guys, the pricing was just a little bit steep, which was a shame.
But that's something to do with Revival.
No, that's not. No, that's not. That's not
Inflated prices far too much.
Revival in any way, shape or form. You just get that with traders.
Yeah, I noticed that there wasn't as many YouTubers as there were
No,
last time.
yeah.
There were a few.
We have seen a few, haven't we?
Cojones,
Cajones Deloro.
Yeah.
Dad. Good to see you again. Good to see you in real life. I know.
Oh yeah, I've met you before.
Retro Games 1979.
Cyber Snake.
Yeah, Cyber Snake. J7 is Cajones L'Oreal we call him.
Yeah.
Retro Games.
I've met him before. Yeah.
Retro Games 1979. Part of the RU.
Retro on Lim Network.
Yeah, and Eli obviously.
Eli.
Emo
Met
Joe.
him a few times.
Nobody likes him though.
There's a guy that I saw, right, and Interghost probably know what I'm talking about now, and he was walking around and I was like, no way! And it was a guy called Junior D, 1975.
Yeah.
He was a great friend of, obviously will still be, obviously a great friend of X-File 2708. He was unfortunately not around on YouTube anymore. And I don't think he would have recognised me now because I haven't seen him since like 2011. So I didn't sort of want to go and say hi in case he was like, who the hell are you? But I saw him walking around. It was just nice to see him again, even though I didn't actually talk to him.
Even though you didn't talk to him.
It was a bit weird, but I just happened to see him there. So.
And there probably were other people there as well because I've got comments from people saying they were going to be there. And
yeah, like Mega Drive Memories was there somewhere.
Yeah. And people who went yesterday, went on Saturday.
Yeah.
They put posts up saying that they had a good time, that sort of thing. So they were in there.
Yeah, basically, if you was there, you saw us, and we didn't talk to you. Like, don't think we're ignorant or something.
No.
It was just obviously we either didn't recognise who you was, or we didn't.
We were looking at the machines.
Yeah, we were just too busy doing something else. But I think everybody that said hello to us, we had a nice
everyone was
chat with, didn't we?
Really friendly and welcoming, and it was awesome.
But yeah, it was good seeing some faces.
Then obviously we went out clubbing.
The less said about that might be best for me.
Yeah, and
let's just say very sick, a little bit sick, tried to be sick.
Yeah, because I felt like it, but then it passed and nothing actually came up.
I was absolutely mullered.
The fact that I had to wake him up in halfway through the night, get him into the bed because he's asleep in the bathroom.
And then when I woke up, he was actually
I'll tell you what, a nice tiled floor
nice and cold
is one of the best things to lie on.
With a towel and a pillow.
But it was good. Good night out.
Yeah.
But luckily, no surviving footage. So
yeah, I did have some footage. It's deleted.
Gone. Gone.
But the main highlight, as always, is meeting these guys.
It's been a no.
That's the only reason
I
wouldn't come again if I wasn't meeting up with people. I wouldn't come down there on my own.
Stop it.
Because I've already seen it all.
Yeah, part of it is meeting.
Yeah.
Like meeting up with you guys and stuff and seeing you all again. So
because we probably spent more time in this hotel room than we did in this
event.
This was another outlet for us, kind of to meet and do.
It's a reason to meet.
That's one thing that we all agree on about Revival. It's great, but it's probably not enough for a weekend.
One day,
yeah.
So if you're coming down for one day, then it's probably best for you. But if you're staying over for a weekend, then you probably want to make a weekend out of it and do something different. Yeah, do something.
Go out.
Like when we come down, we go out on the town and everything. Then we make a
yeah.
Thing
and I've said this time and time again, but it's because it's so true. Like it's YouTube that's enabled me to meet these two guys here and other people as well. And if it wasn't for that, and if I never had a YouTube channel, I wouldn't even be sitting here now.
Yeah.
So it seems like that just make it so surreal.
It's strange that you can get friendlier with people you don't see for a year than you do with like your own mates at home.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's weird.
Yeah.
And it's cool when you're only just seeing people behind a camera, and then suddenly you can like.
That's what I mean. I haven't seen Interghost since last year's Revival. It was it.
Yeah, probably.
But seeing him yesterday was like
yeah, like I saw you last week.
Yeah,
like
I saw you last week.
But then the last time and this is not particularly great.
Yeah, we had.
But I haven't seen you two guys since Spalding in 2011. Now that's like 3 years ago. And that's not great.
I think another thing that keeps us good is that we chat to each other a lot. And obviously we do the Sunday stroll and we're all part of RU and we do live streams.
And can I just say, Steve, sorry you weren't here. You were working.
Yes.
Yeah, Gav said you were sorely missed.
And I know he was feeling really.
And we felt bad about like talking about it in our chats and stuff. And
he was still getting them all. Yeah.
But we missed you.
We've missed you, bud.
I was gutted.
You're part of the brotherhood, and you was
next
missed.
year.
I was gutted.
That's it, really.
Yeah.
Before I go.
Oh yeah.
Bag of me.
Bag of me.
Bye.